Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Got it. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies behind the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And they just need a few inches for the first down, but they've got 3 receivers spread to the right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. To throw, it's Wegman. On the run, still looking. It's complete. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first one.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Might be changing the route. On the run is Jackson. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Got some room, head to the goal line. And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all his ability on that TV.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They marched 78 yards down the field, and the score came on an impressive run from the 20. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll go to the ground. Slithers into space. Turning it on. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Brown. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to take off. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down.
This guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the previous play. Now he's showing off the speed, and you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Perry. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. First snap in the red zone on this drive. They want to run this quarterback. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Hauls it in and takes it in for a touchdown. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. To the air, it's Wegman. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Punch it out of the air. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Platt. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun to give, looking for room. Breaks into the open. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have the...
Going for it all. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
To the air. It's Wegman. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's complete to the left. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the 1st down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
Absolutely center cut. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Or maybe a double pass. He'll pull it down and run. There he goes. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Wants to fire on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Perry. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. This is a designed run. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Clemson is ahead early in Death Valley, but that's not exactly Trevor Lawrence out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Tennessee. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Goes to the option. Makes a man miss. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Wegman. Fires to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Pulls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a scintillating big play. 83 yards on the touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete on the shuffle. Still running at the 40. Breaks into the open on the left. Past the 20. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Looking to pass. It's Wegman. The quick out. At the 35, he's got room. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. To the air on first down. Setting up the screen. Fighting off the defender. At the 35, he's open. All kinds of room to the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He's looking to throw. Max looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. He wants to change this route. Wants to keep it in the air. And it's caught. Touchdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Brown. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll give it to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Turning it on. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Perry. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Using the quick game. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Bulldozes his way through. Into their happy place for a touchdown.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to...
It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
Unloads to the wideout. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. The inside handoff. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Right back to the well. Hard running there. Across the 45. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Going to the run to start this second half. Got room at the 35. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Caught behind the line. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. At the 35, he's loose. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
They'll run it. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Three yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Across the 25. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And they got the completion, but still looking at a third down. Gives it to the back on the draw. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Scanning the field, it's Wegman. Quick completion on the out. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down.
There he goes. Creates a little room. He's at the 10. All the way in for the touchdown.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. A collision, and he's stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Gotta love the way the defense is playing here on this drive. Down in the game in the fourth quarter. They're expecting run, and they're getting stops these last 2 snaps. If they can get a big play here, they've got an opportunity to get off the field and probably get pretty good field position to put their offense in a position to maybe go score.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Huge swing on this play here. 4th and inches from the 46. He'll keep it on the sneak.
No gain on the play. And first down for the offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Handoff, keep working on that clock.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Off the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, as soon as he got outside the pocket, the defense smelled blood in the water. Everybody started pursuing it. How about the big hit on the QB outside the pocket? At that point, he's a runner. He's not getting protected anymore. Nice job. He felt that one.
He'll sneak it.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now on 1st down from the 43. Try to get it to the edge. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Throws it back. Trying to make magic with his feet. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
He leaves it with his back. Fights off a defender. Another broken tackle. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
The 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find it.
Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line.
Let's go!
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got the first down and more. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. They'll ride the hot hand. great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Good timing on the quick out. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Grabbed over the middle, it's Jackson. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Inside the 25. They'll snap it from the 24. First down. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. Bounds into the end zone for a touchdown.
You get the touchdown, but there's not a lot of time left. So you need to get the onside kick. You may have time for one more play, one shot to throw it in the end zone and somehow see if you can steal this game.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out. They've got the score, 13 seconds to play, and now they have to recover the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.